Hello everyone, here is Nathan Cavalcante from São Paulo, Brazil. Uh, Today we are going to talk about automatic purchase order based on MRP purchase requisition. In fact, our last tip of the day, we have discussed about how to run MRP and create automatically purchase requisition based on MRP. Okay, so let's just say this tip of the day is just a continuation of our previous tip. Okay. Okay. First of all, let me provide you on scenario example. Let's just say a company needs constantly raw material supply from the same vendor or same supplier. Fixed suppliers with or without contract. That's the idea. Multiple manual purchase orders are created based on the requirements. Example, MRP reorder point. So what would you like to share with you? This is a classical example. You have a company that needs raw material from a supplier. Let's just say it is a fixed supplier. The supplier you purchase every day, every week, or every month, I don't know, depending on the company. And there is a huge work for purchase department that is just create purchase order. So for raw materials, that means a lot of work. Okay, so the idea is to take advantage of let's just say a power tool, standard tool from SAP. The idea is to facilitate the creation of purchase orders through automation. Also, using a leading tool available for purchasing department, a purchasing process, and a best use of time. The buyer will only analyze the automatic purchase order. Buyer will no longer create manually purchase order. So that's the idea. SAP will create the purchase order based on purchase requisition that comes from MRP. So MRP will control the needs. MRP will generate automatically purchase requisition based on the raw quantities you have on the stock. And we will use automatic purchase order creation in order to convert that purchase requisition that we have created by MRP to purchase order. That's the idea. Okay? So in order to perform that task, we have some prerequisites that we have to follow and complete. First of all, we have to perform some adjustment, just one adjustment in material master records, okay? On purchasing view, we have to check the automatic purchase order. So I'm going to do it right now in order to show you how to do that and just how to do this process. I'm going to transaction code MMO2. I'm going to work with this material. I'm going on purchasing view, plant 100, and we are going to check or flag this field, automatic PO. Okay. The other adjustments we have done in our previous tip. Remember, we have adjusted the reorder point. It was in MRP1. Remember, reorder point is 100. We have set the lot size, so we haven't done any change here. Only on purchasing view. Let's just save our material and go back to our presentation. Next step, next prerequisite is vendor master record. On purchasing view, we must perform the same adjustment. We must check the automatic purchase order field. So let's do that. I'm going to use transaction code XK02. We are going to work with this vendor. Let's just go to purchasing view. Here, purchasing data. Only purchasing data is enough. And you have to check this field here, automatic purchase order, and save. Okay, so we have completed the second prerequisite. The third one, create info records, material, vendor, and plant. Why it's necessary to have info record? Because in info record we are going to store information, very important information in order to create our purchase order, such as the price or the tax code. Okay, I'm going to quickly create my info record. So here is a vendor we are going to working, the material, the purchasing organization, and the plant. I'm going to create a standard info record. Okay. I'm not going to show all fields for info record creation, just the minimum, the most relevant that we need for this process. Okay. Let's just go to purchase organization data. Here's my purchasing group. I will leave this one. Standard quantity. Just say that I purchase 100 kilograms. It is only the mandatory fields. Net price. Let's just say I purchase at 10 reais each kilogram. My tax code. I'm going to work with I0, no tax. This is just a test, okay? I'm hitting enter, and I'm going to save. I think I have everything there. Conditions. For me, not necessary. Only the price and the tax code, okay? This is enough in order to create the purchase order. I'm gonna save, and the system has generated this info record number. Let me just bring the number here. Okay, when we create automatically our purchase order, we are going to find this field there. Okay, I'm going to show you. So you have to make sure you have to make sure the prices are correct, okay, before using this tool. Here, as I didn't have info records for this process, for the combination of this vendor, this material, and this plant that is 100, I had to create it manually. But probably you already have an info record. All you have to do is just go to the next step, okay? If you already have info record. Okay, next one is we have to create LOF and tell the system that this vendor is my fixed vendor or supplier. Okay, so let's just go to transaction code MA01. This is the material. Okay, let's just say this is valid from the beginning of this year until eternity. Vendor. Let me pick the vendor code. I don't have it in my mind right now. This is the one. Purchase organization. You have to provide this information. Okay. If you are going to work with contracts, you can use these fields. Okay. In fact, I would suggest that you try to do the same test using contracts to see the difference, okay? I'm gonna tell the system that's my fixed vendor, okay? Fixed source, and I'm going to tell the system that this record is relevant to MRP, right? And I'm going to generate this record. It will be deleted. I have other records here. In fact, I shouldn't do that. This is an agreement that I already have. Sorry guys, I shouldn't do that. Let's just do again. And the vendor is this one. I will not generate the records, okay? Generate the record is you don't need to do it manually. I should only just save, okay? This button is system will generate records based on the previous purchase order contracts you have done with this vendor for this material. So sorry, I just pressed the wrong button. So again, I create the loft, the source list. Here I had put from the beginning of this month until eternity, right? Vendor, this is the vendor, this is purchase organization. I tell the system this is my fixed source, and my MRP here is relevant. This record is relevant to MRP, and just save, okay? All right, let me check. This is here. All right, so I think you have everything done in order to do the test, okay? I have done MMO2, we have done XKO2, we have created the info record, MA11, MA01, we have created the loft, and now we're going to run MRP. If we go through MMBA transaction code, you can see that I don't have any quantity here, only 1 kilo in a vendor. It's a stock provided to vendor. Just one piece, no problem at all. We're not going to work with this one. That means we can run MRP. So this is the material. MRP area is the same for plant, 100 or 100. Let's just create a purchase order, purchase requisition. Sorry. Also, I don't want schedule lines. Okay, I can create a MRP list. My planning mode is delete and recreate the planning data. And I would like to display the results before they are saved, okay? So hit enter, enter again. Alright, so system tells me that I don't have nothing in the stock, any quantity in my stock. I have one piece in this vendor for subcontracting process, but the system will generate a purchase requisition. This one, 955 for 499 quantities. I'm gonna save. Okay, this is saved. That means now we have already the purchase requisition. So far, I'm running MRP exactly as I have done in our previous tip, okay? So now we must have a purchase requisition. Okay. Now I'm just double click here in the purchase requisition. System brings me my vendor, my fixed vendor that we have provided before in loft, right? Let's just see the purchase requisition. It's here. Okay. So that means we are ready to generate automatic purchase order. So here's the MRP controller. Okay. I'm doing the test just for one purchase requisition, but you can have in your mind that you can do that for several purchase requisitions, okay? The idea is just to show you how it works. And now we just saw the purchase requisition. Now let's just go through transaction code MA559 and in order to generate our purchase order automatically. I hope I'm not going too fast. I hope you are able to understand. Okay, here are my criteria fields. Okay, I'm going to run for purchase organization 100. I can put here the vendor if I want. If not, I can leave this field blank. Okay, but in order to avoid mistakes, I will let the vendor here. Okay. You can create a job that can run every day. Okay, this transaction coding can create automatically every day new purchase orders. Okay, it's up to you to decide how to work. I would like to show you the idea. I'm going to do that by requisition. Okay, you can do that by plant, you can do that by started location. You're going to create new purchase orders. For me, I would like to create, for each purchase requisition, I would like to have a new purchase order, okay? You can try different options here. For example, if you have the same vendor for several materials, and if you run for plant, system or by vendor, it's possible in the same purchase order for the same vendor, it's possible to have several materials, okay? Once again, it's up to you to decide how you're going to create your purchase orders. I'm going to create based on purchase requisition because it's the easy way to show you guys it's working, okay? How it works. Also, I will not run test. I want to create the purchase order, and I would like system provide me all messages on my log. Okay. Also, it's good if you ask the system to set the purchase requisition as closed after the system creates the purchase order. Okay. So I'm gonna tell always. You can save this screen selection, okay, as a variant, and you can run later. Well, you can see there are a lot of options, okay, for automatic purchase order creation. I'm just using the most simple options, okay. So let's just run our report and cross your fingers and let's see if it will happen or not. My system is pretty slow, but okay, here it is. Here we have. So here we have the vendor, okay, the purchase order that was created, purchase organization, purchase group, my purchase requisition, okay. System says that the requisition was successfully converted. So system delivers a warning message that says that I already have a contract for this material, but no problem. System has created my purchase order. If I'm not wrong, if you go double click over here, system will open the purchase order, and it's here. Okay guys, so this is exactly what I would like to show you. System has created the purchase order automatically, as I said before, through automation. 500 is the quantity that came from the purchase requisition. 10 reais is the value that came from the from my info record. Remember info record we have created before, that is over here. double click, it's here. Okay. Also, system brings the purchase requisition that was created previously by MRP. It's okay. Also, if you go here in the invoice, the text code we have chosen before in my info record is over here. Well, this is it. As you can see, it works fine. It's totally standard tool. It was not necessary to perform any configuration. All you have to do is just to know what fields you must set up and just perform some tests and define the best way you're going to use that, okay? And finally, I would like to show you that system has closed my purchase requisition based on transaction code MA 59N. Okay, that's it. We have performed this transaction code too. We have just viewed the purchase order. And thank you very much for watching, and see you in our next tip of the day. Bye bye.